And the government's messaging this morning has been Israel should still seek a diplomatic solution to a ceasefire. Do you think that that is still possible at this point, or is it too late?
I just think every reasonable Australian at the moment is looking to their Prime Minister for leadership, and what they're seeing is weakness. And our Prime Minister should stand up, as the British Prime Minister has, as President Biden has, as Prime Minister Trudeau has, to condemn the actions of Hezbollah and the proposal that the United States has that Australia has walked away from to try and provide some support and stability in the north of Israel on the border. Why the Prime Minister has rejected that, I don't know. It seems to me that the Prime Minister and Penny Wong at the moment are making decisions that are of political benefit to them domestically, but which are not in our national interest. And I think they should stand condemned for that, and I think most Australians would be of that same view. I think we need to recognise that Israel is under attack from multiple fronts. When people say river to the sea, and this chant that has now become the norm in the protests that we're seeing on university campuses or on the streets of our capital cities, what they mean when they say that is that they want to drive people physically into the sea. They want to exterminate the people of Israel. Now, we have stood with Israel for a long time. They are an important ally for us, and it is very important for us to stand up for the values that Israel represents in the Middle East as well, and that the Prime Minister has walked away from a bipartisan position adopted by every one of his predecessors, I think reflects very poorly on the Prime Minister. And I think, frankly, the Prime Minister needs to reassess his judgment here, because it's not in our country's best interests. He's harming our international relations. And I think the call that Penny Wong has made in relation to Israel has been, I think, the most reckless foreign affairs decision in our generation.
Mr. Dutton, how far does Israel's right to extend itself extend, and does that include sending troops into Lebanon? And then, as a second to that question, does that extend to retaliating to Iran, given the latest strikes overnight?
Well, that's an issue for Israel. Israel's been very clear that they're not going to be subject to attack, and nor should they be. They're a democracy, they're a society like ours. They believe in freedom of speech, they believe in adherence to the rule of law, adherence to the rule of international law. And to see them under attack would be no different than seeing the United States or the United Kingdom or Canada under attack, or France or Germany. And nothing was happening on the 6th of October, just make this point. When Hamas decided to go in and slaughter 1,200 people in the kibbutzes and at the music festival, it was an act of savage brutality. These people are terrorists, and Hezbollah, and as we know with Hamas, they organise terrorist hits. Women and children die as a result of their bombings, and Israel has an absolute undeniable right to protect and defend herself. People have been driven out of the north of Israel and are now occupying areas in Tel Aviv and Jerusalem, etc. They want to return back to their homes. And on the 6th of October, they were living there in peace. And now we're seeing Iran attack, which has escalated this sad story quite dramatically.